Today on Play to Win, after an impressive, heartbreaking showing, the Dogs came up just a little bit short again against Bama. Should UGA have made the playoff? And what does Urban Meyer's retirement mean for Ohio State and the Big Ten? That and more coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in television on football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Nissan and This Is It Barbecue. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq El Amin, Falcons All-Pro running back Jamal Anderson, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's Hometown Team Report is brought to you by Mellow Mushroom Pizza Bakers, a higher order of pizza for your tailgating events.
Good morning, Atlanta. I hope you're not still reeling from last week. We still got more football to play, guys. With my family here, Bob Whitfield, Jamal Anderson, Chuck Smith. It's already been testy out here on the set, so emotions are high.
Utes.
Oh,
really? Second place in the Pac-12. Anyway, go ahead, Nikki. Hey, it's all love, man.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing?
Hang in there with the Utes.
Okay, Chuck, okay.
Anyway, more people are talking about the CFP top 10 poll and the moves that have been made, especially at the top four.
The top four is what really counts, folks. This is what people were upset about. Everybody wanted to know who was going to get in between Ohio State and Oklahoma. There were questions, obviously. Georgia came to play. Georgia played well enough, and Georgia didn't get it done. So there was questions about the final four teams, and now we know who it's going to be.
Well, talk about a leapfrog. I wanted a leapfrog last week with Ohio State, but what I wanted to see is maybe give UCF a chance. UCF been hanging around 12-0 2 years in a row, and they don't get a chance to go to the big dance, so they're on the outside looking in. Spike the Kool-Aid, UCF.
Well, they got to play bigger teams, Bob. They got to play teams with more national recognition and higher rankings. So that's their biggest challenge. When they start doing that, they'll have an opportunity to play the big boys. But until they step up and come out the sandbox with the children, you know, they're going to continue to be
you also have to
sandbox
have bigger teams willing to play them. It's got to be it's a two-way street.
If I'm a big boy school, I'm not playing them because there's no benefits really from, let's say, a Georgia to play Central Florida. There's no real benefits. It helps Central Florida, don't help Georgia. Yeah. But so I understand why, but eventually maybe they need to find another conference. Maybe down the line, you know, the evolution.
Speaking of Georgia, did you think they should get in?
Yes.
No. They lost the game, and I just believe that a two-loss team should never get in over a conference champion like Oklahoma, who had one loss, who also came back and beat the only team that beat them. They got the best offense in America. They bring a lot to the table. So I don't think Georgia deserved to get in, but Georgia had their shot, and they didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
I mean, there's no question about it. The best-case scenario for the SEC and or Georgia was the fact if Georgia would have beat Alabama, Georgia and Alabama would have been in the game, and we would have probably had a rematch. I know, as crazy as it sounds, which I would have not mind, okay? It's not like they don't play competitively against each other, but I think that was the best-case scenario for the conference. After that, especially the way Oklahoma played, and you know, everybody loves Kyler Murray.
You love Kyler Murray.
I love Kyler Murray.
Right.
We're gonna talk about Kyler Murray here in just a little bit. We've got to address Urban Meyer retiring. What are your thoughts on Urban Meyer retiring?
Well, the first thing I think about Urban Meyer is why at this time. But number one, let me know, everybody's asking why. Number one, I believe the biggest reason he retired because of all the things that happened with the negativity at Ohio State. Number two, he says he's sick, but he became sick after all the drama. But think about this. The things that happened to Ohio State this year, I understand why Urban Meyer has headaches. So all those different things come into play, and he had problems with the university. So I just think it was time for Urban to go.
Easy transition now. Easy transition. Day is already ready to take the job. He's gone. Urban, bye-bye.
All right, so no hard feelings there, guys. When we return, it's award season for college football. Will the SEC have another Heisman winner after today? And we look at the ACC coaching carousel as we continue with football's Play to Win.
Fuel your football. Come to Mellow Mushroom for craft brews, fresh cocktails, and stone-baked pizzas. Or mellow at your own home gate. Tailgating? No matter who wins, it's always mellow for the win. Fuel your football with Mellow Mushroom Pizza Bakers.
Which one of you is my secret Santa?
You guys know I'm peppermint intolerant. We know.
Just like the ones I make every day.
Oh, it's a shelf. Guess I'm supposed to sit on it?
Knockety knock. What, Barry?
I just wanted to give you guys a little something. It's just to say thanks for
It's a scratcher.
all the elf stuff you do.
Barry from accounting.
I'll leave you to your...
This could be my ticket out of here.
It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give the holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
You gotta see this. There's all kinds of amazing tech and amazing savings at Nissan's year-end event. Hurry in for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup, featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and Altima. All with available Nissan Safety Shield 360 technologies that can help react to the world around you.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,687 on select models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Look what God has done. Thank you. Because of your support, we've grown to locations all over Atlanta. This is the time of year where we all take time to give thanks and to celebrate with family and friends. May God richly bless you and your family is our prayer. Thank you and happy holidays! See you soon!
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by Nissan.
Welcome back. It is finally here. The 84th Heisman finalists are finally announced, so you guys can duke it out amongst yourselves. I know you've got a lot of opinions here. Of course, Tua, Kyler Murray, and Dwayne Haskins. Jamal, I know you love Kyler Murray, especially after last week.
I do, and I've been a Tua fan all season long. Obviously, I've been talking about how well he's played, but I mean, I think what Kyler Murray's done. The only thing that I think that could be a problem or maybe an issue for him is they don't want to give it to two guys from Oklahoma back-to-back, if that is an issue at all. But almost over 4,000 yards passing, 900 yards rushing, and the numbers that he's put up. And again, this guy's a first-round draft pick in baseball. His future is partially secure in another sport. He plays unbelievable with reckless abandon. He's led Oklahoma. He's got better numbers than the Heisman Trophy winner from last year. So
go ahead and crown him king.
Well, I'm just saying. He's a very talented guy. So, I like the way he's played this year.
Yep, and he plays in a conference where none of the defense can't play at the end of the day. Any court. Now, imagine this. You put Tua in that conference, he would absolutely almost double what you saw from Kyler
It's not
Murray.
like we're getting tremendous defense from the SEC.
Yes, we are. What is it, 17 of the top 32 going to go in the NFL draft? Let's keep it humble now, all right? Now, play your position. All right, but the fact is you got Haskins at Ohio State, the greatest season ever in Big Ten history, okay? But he won't get there. But to me, if you'd have told me a couple weeks ago, Tua would I would have had it wrapped up. It was that. But you got to, now, right now, Kyler Murray, he's done enough. And let me just give you some real information why. Tua was sitting on his butt getting rattled in the SEC championship by Georgia while Kyler Murray was making big plays for Oklahoma. That's why he's going to squeak by. And to me, it has a lot to do with what Tua wasn't able to do, because what Tua did this year in that first half has never been done at a school who's never had a quarterback like that. So when you look at, he changed the offense, he changed the game, it really might have changed almost how quarterbacks play in the #1 conference. So I think it's Kyler Murray.
You were a preacher in your past life.
That's
I'm telling you.
In that church, that's where I'm getting it from.
Mark Stoops, SEC Coach of the Year. He's taking Kentucky to heights they haven't seen in decades. Deserving?
Yes, I think he's very deserving, because I think he's been the coach of the last few years. He's improved their program, he's improved the building, he's improved the weight room, he's improved the recruiting. But this year, he improved the wins. They competed all year in the SEC East, had a chance to basically win the SEC East. Now, to me, the only black eye would be when they did lose to Tennessee. I mean, that was a terrible loss. They should have never lost to Tennessee. But yes, Stoops.
Can we get you saying that?
No, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Being real with you now. I mean, they battle. I mean, they struggle against Georgia, but Stoops, to me, clearly is the SEC Coach of the Year. Kentucky's now relevant.
Switching gears over to the ACC, are we dizzy already on the ACC coaching carousel?
No, I like a couple of new picks. App State's Coach Satterfield getting the job, and it's one of those things when change happens. Is it new young minds, or is it old heads like Mac Brown going to North Carolina?
Contrast.
It's the contrast.
Right.
So you got these young, brilliant minds. Oklahoma's coach, a young, brilliant mind, and then you got the old guards. Nick Sabans are the old guards. Mac Brown's at North Carolina, old guard returning the football.
Right.
Let's throw it now to our college football showdown of the week.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by the Georgia Lottery.
Oh, the traditions. Navy versus Army. I never care who wins, but I never miss the game. Those 8,000 hands at salute.
And the uniforms this year are flawless. I'm a uni guy. I'm sorry.
Well, you know
you
what?
look good, you feel good, you play good, but it's going to be, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a fantastic tradition.
It is a great tradition, and to me, this is all what football is all about. Guys going to just get after it, and most of the guys that play in this game, they're not going to go to the National Football League, or they're thinking about it. They're thinking about their service to the United States, but this is a game that traditionally has, I mean, it always comes down to the end. These guys always battle, and I always love it. I actually went to one of the games one time in Philadelphia a long time ago. I really, I was a young buck.
At the end of the day, these men and women have volunteered to die for the rest of us if need be, so this is always a really emotional game for me. How about Jeffrey's pick, Bob? Give it to us.
Well, Jeffrey's pick is, if you see that on the board, he is going with Army. They will cover that 7 points.
Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, I know that's just a tough one. When we return, it's finally time for the panel to weigh in on the most talked about play in college football, the fake punt on the 4th and 11. We'll discuss it next on Football's Play to Win.
You gotta see this. There's all kinds of amazing tech and amazing savings at Nissan's year-end event. Hurry in for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup, featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and Altima. All with available Nissan Safety Shield 360 technologies that can help react to the world around you.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,687 on select models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Cook, I clean.
I know, I love cooking.
Hey guys, I'm going to Dave's to play video games.
Hang on.
Yeah, we talked about this. We don't want you over there.
Their internet, it's cable.
Son, when they could get internet with AT&T fiber and they don't?
We just want what's best for you.
Don't get mixed up with bad internet. Switch to AT&T Fiber. Get faster upload speeds of up to 300 megabits per second for $40 a month. Limited availability may not be in your area. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by This Is It Barbecue and Seafood.
We had been carrying that for, actually carried it last year and thought it was there, and it was there today. And we were going to snap the ball quick, and we took too long to snap the ball. They didn't have a guy covered. We had a guy wide open, and we took so long to snap it that they ended up recognizing it and got the guy covered late. But it was probably 20, 30 yards field position that we came to win the game. We wanted to try to win the game, and talked to the guys before the game about it and said if we get an opportunity to run it, we're going to run it. And it was there. We just didn't get it snapped before they covered the guy.
He also said we came here to win and not tie, so I'm not sure who wants to let Kirby Smart know that games are no longer settled in ties. But as you can tell, I'm just still a little bit hot over here. Thoughts on the fake punt call?
Well, I just feel like the fake punt took it out of the hands of the defense. The defense could have held them up. You was going to punt them, back them up in the, close to their own end zone, maybe get a safety, just maybe 3 and out on them and get the ball back for the offense. So the defense didn't get a chance if you don't execute that fake punt. You lost for words?
I mean, yes.
Dumbfounded?
Yes, because they should have won the game. Again,
discombobulated?
I just,
Spit it out.
The shaman got to be at the stadium. I don't know what it is. Get some out the air, whatever is going on, man. That was inexplicable. Obviously when those things work, everybody's cool with them, and it's you're a great coach, and you made a call.
What about putting Justin Fields in on the key essential drive late in the game?
No, and I think that Jake Fromm. I've always advocated for Justin Fields playing this year. There's no question Jake Fromm was balling that game. That was his game, and maybe they took the game out of his hands too. There were coaching decisions that were made by him, by Georgia's coaching staff, that directly affected the win and loss again.
Well, I mean, how would you grade their season? I mean, we know how they wrapped it up, but how would you grade the season?
I think the Dogs had a great season. I think when you look at the guys that they were to implement in the game, the Mays at offensive line, some of the guys that they started developing. So to me, again, Georgia's still growing as a program. Yeah, you're disappointed because you lost on the last seconds. You had an opportunity to win the game. But to me, Georgia's, program has continued to ascend, and I think this was another good year for them.
I don't know if you can say that, just in this, because I feel like they have ascended already. They have established a championship level type of culture around there, so I guess the expectations go high. We want to keep them that high. We wanted them to be in the Final Four.
They're right where they're supposed to be. And I said this a week ago. Kirby Smart was brought there for this program to be what they're doing right now, to compete with Nick Saban, to compete with the Alabamas, to get 5-star recruits, and to keep this program to where they're going to be in contention each and every year.
Well, and they did that, but it definitely broke my heart. Now, that's what our experts have to say. Now it's time for you guys to be the expert. Head over to our Play to Win website and play our You Be the Expert contest presented by Ippolito's. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 against all the competition by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back every week and prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting this week's college and NFL games. Ippolito's, a great neighborhood Italian restaurant. After the break, we shift our focus to the NFL and talk who the favorites are right now to win the Lombardi Trophy with only 1 month left in the regular season. That and more coming up on Football's Play to Win.
This is it. It's me, Wanda Smith, and is your schedule anything like mine? Busy, busy, busy. Listen, the holidays are approaching, and I just cannot stand over a hot stove. So do what I'm going to do. I'm going to order it all from This Is It. Place your order online. Your choice of smoked or fried turkey, ham, cornbread dressing, and plenty of delicious veggies to choose from. Pick it up, chill, then simply heat and serve. Order today. Holiday dinner. Check.
Is it true Academy speaks Guy?
It sure is. So what did your dad say when you asked him about Christmas?
He just said, I don't know.
Oh, easy. Skechers, 25% off.
From the store that knows gifts best, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Fuel your football. Come to Mellow Mushroom for craft brews, fresh cocktails, and stone-baked pizzas. Or mellow at your own home gate. Tailgating? No matter who wins, it's always mellow for the win. Fuel your football with Mellow Mushroom Pizza Bakers.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Today's show is being brought to you by Mellow Mushroom, Atlanta Peach Movers, and the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by McDonald's.
Welcome back to Football's Play to Win, and my goodness, we got to talk about it. Falcons, Packers. Now, this is the first game for the Packers since McCarthy's firing. Not sure what
Aaron's hiring
about
though.
The Falcons.
Aaron's like the new quarterback GM head coach now.
Oh, is that what he is?
Yeah, he's taking over up there in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I just think it has a lot to do with the expectations. They expect to win championships. They hadn't gotten them, and when they lost last week, I mean,
well, you lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, you did lose to the Cardinals, but the facts remain. Green Bay wants a championship, particularly when you got a Hall of Fame quarterback. they expect more up there, and I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, when you're watching coaches like Andy Reid evolve and have a guy like Mahomes, and you're watching what Jared Goff and what that coach is doing down there for the the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, it's obvious now, and then people keep saying, and it becomes a thing now. What are you doing? You got the best quarterback, the greatest arm, and this is not happening. Mike McCarthy literally has when you go to the Packers Stadium, you drive down his boulevard. So I mean, he was there for a long time. He mattered, but now you see this thing where you got a tremendously talented quarterback, and you're not making use of him.
But he's not losing. He's not.
Yeah, he's losing.
He lost this year, and then he had the bumps because Aaron got hurt the year before. But he's not been a losing coach. He's been winning. He's been putting up numbers for a lot of years. Maybe his style of offense haven't modernized to see jet sweeps run all around. But heck, we didn't want to see jet sweeps with Atlanta. Sometimes you just want to go old school and run play action pass and throw deep down the field. That's what Aaron Rodgers can do. You don't want to see this redraw stuff. It might be overkill to say, hey, a winning coach, Super Bowl coach, get fired so quickly. It's not quick if he's been there, I guess, 11 years, but it's quick to me. No. He should finish out the season.
It was time to go.
Definitely this game I had circled at the beginning of the season is a big one, and it's obviously not that anymore. Let's see how Jeffrey sees the game, Bob.
Well, Jeffrey has it, and Jeffrey says it. Atlanta's not winning again. If Jeffrey's going against them, all hope is dead. Green Bay takes it.
I would like to see. My hope is that you're a professional. You know, it was disappointing to be at the last home game. Like, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It was disappointing to be there. So my thing is, if you take pride in your performance, if you're a professional, if this thing matters to you, regardless of what the circumstances are, you show up and you come to play and you come to hit people. Period. Point blank.
You make a good point, Jam, and I know you sent out a tweet when the Falcons were losing one game, just run somebody over.
Yeah.
And when you're losing games like this, you just need to come and attack and get after, at least play hard. Play hard.
Hit him in the face, finish strong. Guys, when we come back, Dr. Elamine checks in with his player injury report. Stay with us on Play to Win.
On McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, there's something for everyone. Whether that's a $1 cheeseburger, $2 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or a $3 Happy Meal. You can find it all on McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Which one of you is my secret Santa?
You guys know I'm peppermint intolerant. We know.
Just like the ones I make every day.
Oh, it's a shelf. Guess I'm supposed to sit on it?
Knockety knock. What, Barry? We just wanted to give you guys a little something. It's just to say thanks for
It's a scratcher.
all the elf stuff you do.
Barry from accounting.
I'll leave you to your...
This could be my ticket out of here. It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give the holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
On McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, there's something for everyone. Whether that's a $1 cheeseburger, $2 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or a $3 Happy Meal. You can find it all on McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Today's player, medical, and injury report is being brought to you by the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
Welcome back to Play to Win, and welcome back, Dr. Elamine. Walk us through some of these injuries around the NFL, and by some, I mean, is there anybody that isn't hurt right now?
That's right. This is a tough Week 14 injuries. We know A.J. Green, the superstar wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals, he is out. He's actually having foot surgery. He's been dealing with this turf toe. He is done for the season, unfortunately.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, he actually had surgery for his thumb. So, that whole offense is going to be off. He will be back next season, hopefully.
DJ Fluker.
Yeah, DJ Fluker, the hamstring. That's right. He actually injured his hamstring this year, and he's going to be out. Hopefully, he'll be able to play, but we'll see.
the talk of the town, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, as you know, the big controversy with him, quarterback, he's been out 4 games now as he's dealing with his hip injury. They say he may come back. We know that Lamar Jackson is doing a phenomenal job playing this year. So the question of it is, if he doesn't get back, will he lose his starting job? You know what I mean? I hate to have him hurt himself more, but this is going to be a tough one.
That is a tough one. Greg Olsen.
That's right. As you know, the Carolina tight end, he's been dealing with a foot injury. He had surgery last year. He injured this foot, so he's on injured reserve. He will not be back for the rest of the season.
Hate to hear about those re-injuries. Rob Gronkowski, what is going on with him now?
Absolutely. You see, like we talk about this guy every week, but, you know, he's a tough guy. But, you know, he went out last game in the third quarter with a back and ankle injury. He's still nursing that. So, again, if he plays this week, he's just not going to be effective. So we'll see.
Gosh, it's hard to imagine that there's still a season left to play, and we've got all these guys that are down. You hate to see it, especially around the holidays. Believe it or not, though, we've got more games, and coming up, it's our lightning round. We'll check in with Jeffrey the Ed Schechter and get those picks for you coming right up on football's Play to Win.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Get a steak. Don't stop there. Get it with lobster. Get a steak topped with crab cake. Eat like you own the place, because tonight you do. Get it now. Longhorn's Turf and Surf. Crab cake filet, flows filet and lobster tail. New sirloin and lobster shrimp mac and cheese. The feeling, the flavor, the place. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
You gotta see this. There's all kinds of amazing tech and amazing savings at Nissan's year-end event. Hurry in for big year-end savings on our latest tech in our award-winning lineup, featuring Rogue Sport, Rogue, and Altima. All with available Nissan Safety Shield 360 technologies that can help react to the world around you.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models, or save up to $10,687 on select models.
But you gotta get in now before it ends.
Welcome back to our lightning round. Let's get Jeffrey the Ed Schechter's picks in the form of Bob Whitfield.
Well, what we got is 2 Heisman Trophy winners going head-to-head up in Cleveland. Carolina versus Doo-Doo Brown, Cleveland Browns. He's going with Carolina. Indianapolis versus Houston. Andrew Luck has been balling. Not lately, though, when he's going down to Houston and J.J. Watt's going to shove it down his throat with that Houston beatdown. Next, we have up New England, Miami. I said Jeffrey must have got his order of TB12 mixed up in the mail slot somewhere, because he is mad at Tom Brady because he is not picking them down in Miami. And then Minnesota, Seattle. Minnesota has to keep pace with the Bears, but they're not keeping pace in Jeffrey's heart. He's picking Russell Wilson and Seattle.
You need to do movie trailers.
I'm saying.
4 weeks left, guys. Everyone's favorites.
Well, I'm going Big D, Dallas. Dallas Cowboys. Running games heating up late in the year. They got some young offensive linemen playing and a young offensive line coach that got them boys hunting, like Chuck has to say.
Give me the Texans on the AFC. Give me the Rams in the NFC.
I like Kansas City in the AFC. Let's go with the Saints in the NFC. Anybody?
Is that what we doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll say the facts are what they are.
Put a bag on his head.
Guys, we got more theatrics where that came from. Come back to us next week, 9 a.m. Thanks for hanging with us one more time on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show has been brought to you by McDonald's and Georgia Lottery.